travel with the people all those years in the wilderness. Very, very interesting item. In the cover, which is the mercy seat, there were two seraphims stretching their wings and almost connecting to one another. And according to some scholars or some writers, some books, like Tommy Ten, he says that where the wings came together, inside the tabernacle, because it was deep in the tabernacle, in the holiest of all, there was a blue flame. That's what some scholars say. It was a blue flame, and it was the Shekinah flame, the Shekinah glory. The presence of God was always there. Now we know for sure, is that the presence of God was always in the ark. What a privilege was given to a person with a very high rank among the religious people, which was the high priest, to enter once a year around the month of October, to enter into the holiest of all and see the ark. And it must have been a beautiful experience to see the Ark of God with the Ten Commandments inside, samples of manna, and just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, there are certain things that in the will of God, they disappear. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations that we don't understand. And we pray a certain way, and God begins to move in a different way. But we always have to believe God. Now, recently there's has been research looking for the Ark of the Covenant. And movies that have come out, like Indiana Jones and the Ark of the Covenant. I have a grandson, Obi, and he loves that movie. And he comes to the office with a hat and with a whip, and everything is Indiana Jones. And as a matter of fact, we call them Dr. Jones. And I have a little ark that was donated by someone in the church. So as soon as he comes to the office, he takes the ark and then he begins to play like that. But notice this. I think it was God's purpose, intention, that it be lost. Otherwise, people will be worshiping the ark today. The body of Moses was never found. Of course, we know that God took him. And they went looking for him, they never found it. Otherwise, people will be worshiping the tomb of Moses. Noah's Ark disappeared too. Otherwise, people will be worshiping this icon. Like worship. And to me personally, how do I wish that the Ark of the Covenant be someplace in a museum, let's say in Israel, and that I can go and through a glass look at the Ark. Oh, that would be an awesome experience. But it does, we don't know where it's at. Maybe before Jesus comes, it will appear. But we know today that our Ark of the Covenant is Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. And he's always with us in the same way that the ark, notice this, the ark was leading leading the people. Because Joshua said, follow the ark. The priests are burying the ark, but the priests are not deciding the way. It's God through the ark. Get ready. Excuse me. The ark led the way. Yet there shall be a space between you and the ark, and it about 2,000 cubits by measure. Do not come near it, that you may know the way by which you may go, for you have not passed this way before. I don't know how, but the Levites, the priests, were carrying the ark, 4 of them, with the 2 bars. And I still don't know how actually the ark, I guess, was impressing them, or I don't know how. But it's interesting to see that it was not the Levites that were leading the way. It was the ark. The ark will lead you. The ark will show you, because you've never been that way, and the ark is going to show you the way, where to cross the Jordan, where to go, how to enter, take the land, and be victorious. And that's very interesting for us. The distance that they keep, contrary to some pictures that we see of the priests and the ark and the people, the distance was far, 3,000 feet, about a little over half a mile. So actually, let's say approximately the ark will be here, and the people were as far as Whittier Boulevard. So it wasn't something close. They had great respect for the ark, and we have the recording in the Bible of someone that dared to touch the ark and died. So that they were ordained, commanded by God to keep a distance from the ark. Do not come near it. It was something that was obeyed with reverence, but don't touch it. And God was going to do the rest. Get ready to receive your blessing. God has a blessing for us. God has a blessing for you. Amen. You know how you've been praying for a breakthrough? Well, your breakthrough, God will give you the breakthrough if you believe. You know how you've been praying for that prayer to be answered? You know, the answer is coming. The answer is here. The answer is there. It's yours. And Joshua said to the people, sanctify yourself, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. In other words, get ready. You got to get ready for your blessing. You got to prepare for your blessing. Sanctify yourself. Let me read what the preacher says. Joshua, the great leader, arrived to the shores of the Jordan River. It was spring when it tends to overflow. He knew that in the other side of the running water was a promised land. He instructed the people to get ready and prepare to receive the blessing of God. No more wilderness. Sanctify yourself. Sanctify yourself to know to be spiritually prepared. Be spiritually prepared, because the blessing of God are received in the spiritual dimension. They were